feel like it's been forever since I last done an artist appreciation, but we're doing it today. And honestly, what better month to kind of bring out some lolly artists, or at least some lolly work when it comes down to these artists, than this damn month of the Lolicon Pride month. I know a lot of people haven't really talked about it recently, so I might as well continue the tradition, because you know me, there's actually two artists I want to kind of talk about today, because one artist has some good heat of work, but then it's only so many, and I don't want to just give off just one, artist and then just not have a lot to say or a lot of work to look at. So that's what we're kind of combining with two. And the first artist I'm going to start off with is Yamakatsuro, which, not gonna necessarily lie, some good pan heat. I mean, if you can't tell by the thumbnail of what's going on today, yes, it's gonna be some artists that's mainly, I would say, the peakness is of pan, if I'm gonna be honest. But when it comes down to it though, one of the big reasons why I wanted to bring him up especially is because they're taking frames of an older pan animation and then ultimately just kind of redoing them. I'm not necessarily sure if they're redoing the whole project of that animation, which that would take some time, but when it comes down to it though, just seeing what we already have here looks mad good, and just in general of how they go about pan just looks really damn good. It is some prime time quality pan cheeks that is there. Like, this is how you supposed to see pan, just straight up fat ass, big ass thighs, just nice. It's great to see. It genuinely, honestly is. You don't give a character that literal name is bread and then you don't give him cake. But yeah, not gonna necessarily lie, with him kind of going back over those old scenes of that one animation, it just looks so dang good, right? Granted, we only have like a few shots, but still, it just looks good for what it is. And I can't show you everything because, like, one of Pan sucking on something, which, in the animation of old, it was Trunks, but it should be me just throwing it out there. Pan should be definitely getting foxed up on some dark meat that is of the fox boy of here. Let's just keep very much say, if Pan was riding on me, she ain't never gonna be the same again. But when it comes down to it though, I look forward to seeing more of their work, and I think they said they was drawing Pansy at one point in time. I don't know if they actually done that or not, but when it comes down to it, I would very much like to see Pansy getting, some of that fox meat as well. Again, I'm just saying, if somebody's gonna be slurping on some meat, if Pan is gonna be doing that, then I prefer it to be the fox boy. I'm just gonna be real, you know how I am. But ultimately, looking forward to their work. Please follow them to see more. But now, we gotta go to talk about our next artist, which is Densekkusu. Did I say that right? Hopefully I did. But when it comes down to it though, they have some very much delicious artwork of Pan. One thing I immediately want to point out, and I think is really damn cool, is that they have like this old Cartoon Network or old TV early 2000s like filter and aesthetic to it, which genuinely feels like, dang, it's like a time machine for me personally, because obviously, I grew up on things like a Toonami and such like that, something that these new people, y'all don't know nothing about. So when it comes down to it though, you can't relate to it like a lot of other people can. And this just do extra stuff that you didn't necessarily need to do, and yet it does work out in the best way possible. And also, bonus points, they do traditional work a bit, this is some of Pan right here. Can't again show you everything, but it looks mad good. So yeah, very much like to see those. We like to see traditional works too. I mean, if you can draw and you can throw it into traditional as well as digital, you are multi-talented, and that is something that's to be proud of. Outside of the Pan train that I've been very much been hyped about, there's other stuff that this artist has drawn as well, like Sarada looking mad good before the time skip, because this is the only Sarada that genuinely matters. Which at this point, let's just be absolutely honest, I think Sarada is pretty much at the same level of just sexiness that Pan is. In fact, I could do a whole video on just those two together and just them being a damn dynamic duo of sorts, but we'll say that for maybe another time if you really want that. All I gotta say is, yep, that this is Sarada. This is her cheeked the hell up with them Uchiha cheeks, hella ass for a whole bunch of days. Just another character that I need to stick my fox dick into, because why the hell not? Just again, peak at its finest. And to keep it very much a stack, I would easily sit here and say that Sarada is obviously some of the best stuff that they have. And granted, they have other stuff that's really good too, and stuff I believe they have like on another site like Toff that looks really damn good. But when it comes down to it though, you can easily tell that there is some sort of fever because of how many different pictures there are of her, like hidden many different poses that I cannot show you. But when it comes down to it though, she just looks mad good. And again, just between her and Pan, once again, just throwing out the Fox time. I'm just saying, if you gotta have those two, you gotta include me in there. Come on. It is what it is. It is what it is. But ultimately, though, it is some fine work from both of these artists, and genuinely, it's just nice to see again someone like Pan, especially getting some art. Because I remember a long time ago when I saw GT and just was trying to find content of Pan, it was hard as hell to find it. It was not the easiest thing to find in the world, and now people are starting to just draw Pan a lot more and give her content and all that sort of stuff. And it's just like, yes, this is what past me has been looking for years. So to see these characters that I've always wanted to see get some type of content in some shape and form and some type of look at, it's nice to see. It's nice to feel validated from the past self of my own damn life. It just feels nice to see, honestly. But if you are interested in either of these artists, please follow them on Twitter because they absolutely deserve some follows. And to keep it very much a stat, I just want to see them draw just more. Honestly, the more they draw, the more we win. I feel like that's when it comes down to it. And especially if they can add a Fox dick or two, I feel like that will be fine as well. But ultimately, I'm just going to leave it here. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on the way out. Also follow the socials and the likes of the channel. Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's me, your boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.